So container, when you think about container, just imagine just like this. Container is a lightweight piece of software that include everything you need to run it. For example, code, runtime, system tools, libraries. Okay, before we go to this, okay, see, we have a large code. Okay, we have some code. Okay, uh, if we are if we have just split those code into multiple pieces, that we are already aware. So we cannot use this code just like this. See, if you just divide a code, large code into small pieces, like we cannot use this code into a single as a just like a code entity. So instead of that, we are making a boundary to that particular code. Okay, so instead of just text or just the lines, using that particular code, we are creating a container. So we are actually wrapping that code with the with some additional properties. We can say like a code we can simply run, like we can have, if you have a code, you can simply run on top of an operating system. But that's not what we are doing. We are actually wrapping that code, wrapping, covering, like we can anything we can, I think that's why I just kept this diagram here. You're actually making that code more secure by adding additional security, additional boundary, I can say, or additional coverage. All these things you are adding, like what is inside this container, what are the pulses, what are this, right? Rise or whatever. So if you are keeping it totally open, it is unsecure. And if when you are keeping this in a container, like you are getting a proper isolation and additional security, right? So just like this, if you are using a code, just if you're running, it doesn't have many features. But if you're containerizing that code, that microservice, okay, you are containerizing a microservice. In that case, it is gaining some other advantages, which which is you get all the areas like code runtime. A container got its own code. Code is nothing but your microservice runtime, like whatever the software platform, operating system platform, system tools, libraries, and everything. You are getting it. If you come back here, you have OS, Docker also we can keep it aside. Container. See, container is a dedicated place. Like if you look at this, if you look at the previous diagram, your application is using the common libraries and dependencies of your operating system. Your application, it can be one application or in the same OS, it can be more than one also. But as of now, just either maybe instead of one OS, you can imagine two or three also that everything works. So your application is using operating systems, libraries, and dependency. The same application you have divided into multiple microservice, and every microservice is using its own libraries and dependency. This is the major difference between the traditional way of hosting an application and microservice. Every microservice, it has everything which required to run it. So container is a lightweight piece of software that include everything you need to run it: code, runtime, system tools, libraries, etc. Containers run regardless of operating system. I mean, which operating system means regardless in the sense with it's like operating system should be there. Which operating system and all these things, it doesn't care. Lightweight. And how do you convert a microservice into a container? You need to convert that microservice into an image. Okay, code you are converting into an image, and using one image you can create unlimited number of containers. Using one image, you can create unlimited number of containers, just like OS image. Using one operating system image, you can create any number of VMs, compute engine, right? Image is a like it's a read only, like a one, it's a one time thing, right? So you are converting your code into an image, and that using that image, you are creating many containers. In Cloud Run, what we did. Okay, so this is clear code, image, and container. See here, you can see it's an image layer. It's an image means it is always read-only property. And if you are running that image, that's called a container. Running, it's a running container. Container is read and write. Read and write in the sense like it's a running or software, like it's a running program basically. But if it is an image, it's just a dumb thing. Okay, it is not. You cannot access that and all these things. Access in the sense in an application wise, it's not ready. So you have a code, you converted that into an image. If you are running that image, that is called a container.